Fast forward, any come out our channel so AG Politics Avenue. On your podcast or training because making headlines. And the Jemre need Epsom Ewa, need him Yahoo Braximus, and Eddie can am so with my subscribe to the channel. The notification bell so share now for friends answer into me and Kebenidi Yahoo Braximu. Unia young political habits in so a jadam enyasam to Accra. Na Nina and accept Torkonoo and Awa Mohammed Echo AM show join news channel so and a host no Ibusana says, CCR dear, the Aquacuduni dear. I didn't know Moma DSC we should let sleeping dogs lie. Now at the end of the day, no Ghana for him was a new Chief Justice. Also, there be Mameno will seek for redress. Mameno will seek for vengeance and then redress. I raise a whole lot of heated argument on the show and a DB Exum. Mr. Simon Ransom. AGH Politics Avenue.
Sleeping dogs lie. Okay. Just so the country can move on.
So before I get that, but let me just say that indeed it is not true that in 2012 is the first time the courts were trying to arrange. They didn't even know how a decision, how to adjudicate a case in electoral dispute. The first time that people challenged elections in this country was in 2004. Rojo Metelnuno went and challenged it. The only thing that we learned from 2012 or 2013 petition is that there must be a time frame. That is the only thing. Since 1992, there are processes. There are processes. There were no processes. But when you learned from it, I'm saying that when they were, you said there were no processes. It was after 2013 that we learned how to put things in places. But the viewer will judge. She cannot let it go because she had served for the last 30 years at the bar. That is one. Two is that you, as a host of this program, has been elevated to be the manager of this station. Then you continue your work as a host and manager. At a point in time, they said you took some allowances, so that you were not supposed to take, so you have been removed. Do you have to lose your job as a host of the show? That is one of the things she is also challenging. That indeed she is. She was duly appointed as Justice of the Supreme Court. And she did not, her misconduct, the so-called misconduct, has nothing to do with her as a Justice of the Supreme Court, but as the CJ. So she is now challenging the process. And again, when you check, even the first process that was challenged, 2 justices said that the suspension, even first suspension, 2 justices of the court said that her suspension was unjust. Because it was 3-2.
Minority decision.
You understand? Whether minority or anything, it was not 5-0. It was 3-2. So she's now challenging the process so that not necessarily to be reinstalled. That's what I see. But I think it will be a case law for someday, if someone will want to remove the Chief Justice, it should be a Herculean task for the person to do that.
If this is what you're saying, then why did we have to wait to swear in the Chief Justice? Yeah. If it's not necessarily for her to come back, and it's just I'm assuming. Okay.
I'm not saying. I'm assuming that indeed, if for nothing at all, she will do this so that at least one day, if you will want to remove the Chief Justice, you know that there is a Herculean task to be followed. But I'm saying that when you were asking whether at a point in time you were asking me whether if she wins the case and she's supposed to come back, whether she'll be able to come back or not. There was a case in UEW when a vice chancellor was removed. Then Reverend Afuboni was appointed as vice chancellor, Professor Avoke. Professor Avoke went through the process and won the case. Yeah. But Afuboni was not removed until his tenure ended.
That's the law.
You understand? So that's why I'm saying that this one, if she wins the case, I don't think it will reverse anything.
So many have said that her going to court to seek that they quash the warrant that was declared by the president, removing her as Chief Justice, is a bit questionable. One would have thought that she would go seeking that they quash her removal as Justice of the Supreme Court. Whereas people have advanced the argument that it is because you were Justice of the Supreme Court, which is what qualified you to become a Chief Justice in any way. So the president couldn't have removed you as Chief Justice and left you on the bench. That has been a legal debate so far. But she is seeking the entire process be quashed.
Yes, because you see, the first thing, when you check the processes, how it started, when she will go to, she protested that even the place that the hearing was going on was really not comfortable for her. There are places that you could send her. Again, she said she was being searched by men. She was not allowed to even enter with her phone. Even her lawyers were not allowed to enter with the phone
was she
to the hearing.
By men, though?
She said all these things.
Hasn't the contrary?
No, we'll take her word.
She never said she was searched by men.
What did she say?
She said she was subjected to searches. And then
she said by men.
It's not true.
It was at the press conference.
She never said she was searched by men. It's not true.
Why?
It's not true.
This morning.
It's not true. Now, you see, what is annoying? What is annoying in all this matter is that these guys have traveled all the way to ECOWAS court. They have gone through the system. Every time they are going for injunction, every time they are going for a new court process, they keep losing and they keep going on and on and on. My question is that at what point did we become paranoid about this same judiciary that you so much celebrated only a few months ago?
So at what point did you also become paranoid that you will have to, by all means, remove the Chief Justice? And within a short period, you have to put in a new...
Hold on. Gentlemen,
we have not removed...
Is it paranoia or the Chief Justice seeking to really test the legal processes?
No, they have become spokesperson for the Chief Justice. They removed Chief Justice. And that is what is annoying.
Put that aside. He's on a show with you analyzing this matter.
So have you become a spokesperson?
No, that's not a fair question.
Why is it not a fair question?
It's not a fair question.
No, why have you become a spokesperson?
No, he's airing his opinion.
She was checked by a woman. He sat on the show here and told you that it was checked by a woman. Give me evidence. Every time I ask him for evidence, then his phone goes blank.
Okay, so assuming we want to go by your submission, she said what? She was subjected to what?
To searches, which is...
She was not allowed to enter with
the constitutional provision based on which she was being heard is that the process must be heard in camera. How do you understand that? How do you understand that?
Wonder, you're supposed to make your points without asking.
In camera, but the petitioners were allowed to enter with their phones, with their lawyers. She was not allowed.
Look at all.
You see, but you covered the story.
Her lawyers and
she even did a press conference.
Said that what?
The lawyers are speaking, and he hasn't been quite happy about the process.
What did he say? He said that other people entered phones.
No, I'm not about to. I'm not about to. I'm not about to.
In any court
one
proceedings,
after the
there is
other.
always one party that is not happy. No matter how the case went or goes, one party will be happy or not be happy. That one is normal. It's standard practice that you go to court, justice has been delivered in one angle and you don't like it. That one is normal.
She's even in court again.
She has never said she was said by men. I dare you to prove that to me. Number two, when she stated that she was where the court case was being heard, and she tried to dramatize it and said that.
Why do you say dramatize?
Dramatize.
Why?
Yeah.
How do you say why? What do you say dramatize?
It's dramatized because this is a woman who, for all this while, was the Chief Justice. Okay, people have come to her court. Have you ever been to any of the Supreme Court before? Even if you entered with your phone, the phone has to be silent. Even if you entered. And everybody is subjected to searches. Well, I mean, there's at least security clearance before you enter the room. Did she just wake up to some of these rules? Number two, what did she understand when she said, when the Constitution says that it should be held in camera? So we
she
don't understand.
For public hearing,
we don't know.
It was not really accepted.
It is not in
but she
right
said the Badu Lodge, no one has been really heard.
It's not true. Badu Lodge was a place designated for that purpose. It was a place designated for it.
What was the concern with the Badu Lodge?
She said her uncle was abducted and killed.
Look at all
and the orchestration to abduct and kill her uncle by the NDC operatives was done at Badu Lodge.
NDC operatives.
Yes, PNDC operatives.
So if it was done,
but PNDC, how do you
say you have become spokesperson?
But this was a committee. This is just a committee.
So she told them that I am uncomfortable.
But the committee is not NDC.
No, I'm saying that. She said I am uncomfortable where you're sending me to, because anytime I pass by Badu Lodge, I really
Then she should have requested that we should hear the case in the MPP headquarters.
Oh, but she said the
Wonder, we have just
Justice-
been confirming that what he said is right. That she said that she was searched by security persons, including men.
But
No, we have just confirmed. We have just confirmed it.
What are you talking
It's
about?
her own narrative.
She said she was searched by security
personnel, including men.
Including men.
Yes.
What is that? What is including men?
No, what is
no, what is including men?
But if it's including
no, let's
men,
listen to the language. What is including men?
But you are now
that
changing,
means there
you are
were
now
women
changing,
there.
you are now changing.
If it was men, she would have just said she was searched by men. She said she was searched by security,
but why would she say men
including men.
But,
what is the meaning of
why,
it? The others were gays,
but why is that
or they were what? What
no,
were
but why
they?
is it an area of concern for her to put it in?
Why should it even be?
If you're searching me and
that's
there
why
are
I
men
said
included, I'm not happy.
She's just being sensational.
Are you kidding?
What is the language to saying that she was
You are
searched
not
by
shifting the
security
goalposts.
details, including men? What is that one?
How should she say?
No, understand. Let's
How
understand
can
the
the
language.
person tell their own?
I was searched by security
How else can a
operatives,
person-
including men.
Which
Yes.
means that
Who are the others?
men also searched me.
Oh, excuse me, please.
Why?
By women
You
did it
understand?
search.
No, but if a woman is searching, hang on.
Did women
But
search?
wonder.
Wonder.
Are women there?
Give the woman the chance.
Did
to
women search?
Give the woman the chance.
This is just-
If a wo- no wonder, but
Oh,
if a
stop
woman
this.
is searching me and
Stop
a man
this,
is
please,
at the
stop this.
presence, I still feel that you're searching me.
Stop this.
No,
stop
she
this.
feels
You and
violated.
I-
She feels
you were not-
violated.
You
We
were
were not
not
there.
there.
No problem.
It's her words.
Wonder.
And I say that this
all
is
of these processes
sensationalism.
were not there, but we're here discussing it.
Excuse
right?
me. When
no,
you are entering,
from the determination of the prima facie and all the were
listen
not
to me
there,
carefully.
we're
Listen to me
discussing
carefully.
it.
Listen to me carefully. At the entrance of the court, in that court, in fact, even the panels were even men. In that commission hearing, the panel members were even men.
No, there was one lady.
Good. Now I like that. I really wanted you
There
to
was
ask.
one lady. So if there is a search, why wouldn't it be done by
Number
women?
two. The lawyers, the counsel for the people who were coming, they were men, two of us.
Yeah.
And therefore, if a man is entering, who would have searched him?
Men.
Okay, if a woman is entering, who would have searched? So this comment
So she
is
said she was searched by
because
men.
everybody passed through the same entrance, and there were men and there were women. Women will search women, men will search
But
men.
that was not what's
Stop this
happening.
rubbish. Stop this. Don't be doing this on the show. Please.
But how did he even
How do you-
confirm? It was the reporter who said that indeed
no.
She said
Wonder-
she was
Wonder
searched
Richard Boyd.
by security details,
I just
including men.
Wonder-
I mentioned it.
Wonder- hang on.
You said it's not true.
There are always
men
men duty at
Both of
post.
you
Be
hang on.
humble
And
enough to
there are
tell
women-
him that you lied.
Will you
It's not
mute
true.
their mics for me?
Because you said
Please
it's not
mute
true
their
that she was
mics.
searched by men.
Please mute their mics. Please mute their mics.
Wonder.
You
Wonder.
have to brother. You can't
I mean,
say
you
that.
come. You know that you're a nice guy, right? Yeah. But the language that came out of your mouth, maybe. Exactly. Withdraw. No, withdraw it.
You have problems.
It's not on the table. There's
Okay,
no
sorry. No, sorry. But I'm saying that the comment she herself has put out. I was subjected to search by security detail, including men. What does that mean to you? It does that mean that there is no woman in that cohort?
No. That's
does
not
it
what
mean?
it means.
What does it
Simply
mean?
means that I was searched and men were part of it.
Oh, please stop it.
No,
how
what's
many people,
wrong?
how many people do I require to search one person?
No, but
even in my church.
what do you understand by search?
In my church, in
What do
Action
you
Chapel.
understand by search?
Listen to me, in my church,
Okay,
just in
that's
Action
fine.
Chapel, at the entrance, when you go to the security pass, on the left there is men, on the left there are, and the right there are women doing their searches. How is that the same? So you mean men gathered to search the Chief Justice?
Thank you very much.
Please.
This one says the removal of Chief Justice Torkonoo was clearly a premeditated move which was carefully
MVP
planned and
comments.
executed. It was a fulfillment of a promise they
Wonderful.
made in 2024. It has consequently set a very dangerous precedent. However, history may well vindicate her stance, as well as that of the MPP minority in Parliament. Their refusal to participate in the vetting processes for a new Chief Justice nominee was consistent with their long-held principles, demonstrating their commitment to upholding the integrity of the judiciary. I wish Chief Justice Bafo Boni well. He now has the opportunity to prove the Ghanaian people wrong within the next 2 years. Mancha Bruce II in Takoradi. All right. Let's move on and talk about inflation, because that talks about what happens in our pocket, right?
That's what matters, right?
Exactly. Single-digit inflation and what's happening in your pocket. Well, I'm sure now you can see that when you go to the market, some produce have come down in terms of pricing. So you're feeling the decline in inflation.
Yes, so I think usually it is not really inflation that drives the reduction.
Okay.
Usually it is the exchange rate.
Okay.
Because we are an import-driven country. We import virtually everything. So if you have stable currency, inflation is just the rate at which the increment is done. It's not necessarily has to do with the reduction and so on. So yes, it is something that we anticipate from last year, because when you check the IMF in November last year, mentioned that indeed the trajectory when the inflation shot up from 5.1 in January 2022 to 54 in December 2022, the same year. It came down from the 54 to around 23%. So they said they anticipate that indeed if we are to follow through what we're doing, this year it will end in a single digit. And I think this government came and followed through what we started. And now we're seeing the gains and the inflation is down. But you see, the problem we have right now is that two things that drives these prices: fuel price and the exchange rate. Now, the fuel prices...
And inflation is only a measure of how fast prices are rising.
Prices are rising, yes. So what we expect to see is that, especially in terms of electricity, when they are increasing it, they mention the exchange rate, then inflation. So we're expecting at least an adjustment, downwards adjustment of electricity, so that at least Ghanaians will pay. For instance, I pump my water with electricity. I'm not a consumer of Ghana water, so I use the electricity to pump my water, and I use it for the household. So definitely, if it comes down, it means even my water bill will also come down. So yes, it's a positive thing that we're seeing. The rate at which the prices are moving up are slower. I will want to see a stable currency, because that is what the business...
But the currency is stable now, relatively.
You see, it goes up and down. It's still swinging. The president,
but the swinging is...
It still stays in the range.
Exactly.
Yeah?
It's
within
a very healthy range.
Yes, it's within the range. I remember the president said, well, they wanted to keep it between 10 and 12.
Yeah.
That is still not healthy. At least between 11, 12, so that at least you know that it's really... But when you say between 10 and 12, it may go to 12, 12.5. You remember when it went to around 12.6 at a point in time when Bloomberg reported that it was the worst performing currency. Then it dripped down to around a 10.9 today that we have. But you see, the problem with that is that we're managing it short term. When, if you're not careful, the variables change, it may also move to beyond the numbers that you want, the between 10 and 12, because you see, everything pointed to the fact that we are pumping in dollars into the system, and that is not sustainable, because today it's sustainable because gold prices had gone higher. If gold prices start to come down, it means you may not get the forex to pump in. And that is why we want this government to make sure that at least they are able to get medium to long-term solutions to this current problem that we have, where the dollar had to be swinging day in, day out. But in all, I would say the economic fundamentals are moving the right direction. It didn't also really start within the last 10 months, but at least in 2024, we saw that indeed the economy had turned corner. You remember those words when we said the economy had turned corner, and since it turned corner, it has remained like that, and it has been coming down up to today. So yes, it is the work that has been done over time. The real true test of the NDC will be this 2026, because you see, if you check, the government really did not spend a reason you could see that the inflation is under control. Check industry. Industry grew 9.7 the last time. This time is 3.6 for this year, 2025. But in 2024, that was how it grew. Construction, 7.1. Today, it is 2.9. It means the government has not really spent over the years. So the real test is that when they start their capital expenditure next year, that they said they will they will spend more on roads and so on. That is when we will see whether the inflation will still be manageable and will not be out of control.
Okay.
But as it stands today, indeed, the government has not spent, in the last 1 year, you may not even be able to point to a very concrete evidence of some progress in terms of construction.
But if that is bringing some relief to the citizenry, that today people feel, well, some easiness in the environment and are able to go about purchasing what they want to, isn't that what government should be aiming for?
No, because you see, when you go to Ejura today, they are crying that people are not buying the maize.
Okay.
When you go to the market today, even the market woman, I've seen your vox pop that you did, and they are saying that, well, the items have come down, but the purchasing power is low. People do not have monies in their hands because the government is not spending. Look at 111 hospitals that were ongoing. All the hospital has been stopped, and the government is saying that he will do another one. There is a dualization.
He says he's going to complete 10 of such facilities.
Yes, so by the amount of money voted, he cannot complete the 10. I don't know which 10 he will complete, but the amount of money voted is woefully inadequate.
So
now,
over the weekend, I read something from the Hunter West MPP who were questioning that the Minister of Health said that their facility requires 140 million to complete. So if they say 100 million, well,
exactly.
But they are not
so that's why I'm saying that. Because the 10, that's why I'm saying that the 10, the amount of money that has been voted, and they are saying they will complete 10, they can't even complete 2. So I don't think they will be, unless
you have to wait for them to finish the year, then you can ask. You said,
yes, but you see, they said they will construct 3 new hospitals in the 3 new,
six new regional, 6 of the regions.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When you check, almost all the regions have regional hospitals that we have started constructing.
They are the 6 new regions?
Yes, all the 6. It's part of the Agenda 111. All the 6 regions. When you go to Oti, it's at Uraura. When you go to the Savannah, it's at Damango. We have regional hospitals that we have started. Okay. It's just like he saying that, well, the dualization of Kumasi, which started from Ofanko to Nsawam, then Lindador to Nkoko, then the Konongo bypass has been suspended. Now they will want to have a new 6th lane. When this project has already, some portion has even been completed.
We and Sama who were Timicoso or channel. But I saw Jim, that's an Sobadi in the Dumia, Ebesentia, now Yasumo Consumos.